Hi guys, a very warm welcome to today's session. So today again we will be checking out few questions related to your puzzles and seating arrangement which are important for your upcoming mains examination, right? So chalo, let's quickly have a look at the questions that we have taken for today. But before that guys, please share the stream once with your friends as well so that they know that the class has started. Although this is going to be a recorded session, okay, this is a premiere here, not a live one, but if you have any problems, you can absolutely let me know in the chat section, or you can let me know in the comment section after the session is over. I'll absolutely help you out with all your doubts here. Okay. So chalo, let's quickly start the session here. But before that, guys, I hope everybody has downloaded the app for Oliveboard and also you have subscribed to the official channel of Oliveboard. नहीं किया है तो please जल्दी से कर लीजिए. ठीक है. So chalo, let's quickly have a look at the first question. The first question is there on your screen. Now quickly try this out. Go through this for let's say 2-3 minutes. Okay, just go through this and then we will start solving this particular question, that how this has to be done. Okay, a very nice question and similar type of question has come in your IBPS PO mains as well. So it was there in one of the mains, IBPS PO mains itself, where the same similar kind of hint, which is that every floor must be a perfect multiple of the number of persons in it, right? It was like every box should have the number of pens should be a perfect multiple of it, something like that was given in here. यहाँ पर हमने just we have changed it to number of persons in every floor. Okay, so let's try it out. I'll give you 2-3 minutes to go through this and then we will start solving the particular question here. Okay, just try it out guys. Let's see. Check this out. I hope we are able to understand the question in here and everybody must be going through the question here. Chalo, let's do one thing. Let's try it together, right? I hope everybody has gone through the question, read the question, understood the hint that has been given here, right? So what is mentioned here? Certain number of persons are living in a building with certain number of floors. The floors are numbered in ascending order such that lowest is 1, second lowest is 2 and so on. So here we do not know how many floors are there and every floor has certain number of persons in here. Now the information about only few of them is known. Each of the floor is a perfect multiple of the number of persons in it. Okay, so let's say if we are talking about floor number 20, right? So that means floor number 20, let's say this is the floor number here, right? Let's say this is floor number 20 here. Okay, so the number of persons in it should be a factor of this 20. That means it can be 20, it can be 10, it can be 5, it can be 4, it can be 2, it can be 1, right? Any of these values is a possibility. So the floor number should be a perfect multiple of the number of persons living in it. है ना? So you can see that we have to take the number of persons as a factor for for the floor number here. Okay, so let's understand this particular question. Let's see what is given here. No two persons whose names are known lived on the same floor. Okay, so no two persons whose names are known, they should not be on the same floor. Like let's say if we have A and B here, so A and B should not come in the same floor. That is understood. Okay. Now let's see. B lived immediately below the floor with 8 persons but not on 7th floor. So B is living immediately with the person on the floor which is having 8 persons in here. Now 8 persons, we know the number of this floor number, that is, let's say this should be a multiple of the number of persons in here, है ना? So you can see it can be a 8, it can be a 16, it can be anything. Now do we have any information that how many floors maximum can we have? You can see not more than 20 floors are there in this building. So you can see that this number of persons 8 has to be either the 8th floor or the 16th floor. But let's say if this is the 8th floor here, that means B should be 7th floor because B is immediately below this floor. But here it is given that B should not be on the 7th floor. That means taking this possibility here is not the right one. So you cannot have this person with 8 persons as the 8th floor in here, else your B will be the one which is 7th floor, right? So that means B has to be on the 15th floor in here, okay? And this has 8 persons in here. So if B is 15, that means we have a 14 here, then we have a 13 here, then we have a 12, right? Because ascending order mein hai, so these should be there, right? 11, 10, 9, then we have 8, then we have a 7, then we have a 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so you can see we have number till 16 here, but 16 ke upar, that is how many floors do we have above 16, that we do not know. We can have 17 also, we can have 18 also, we can have 20 also. More than 20 it's not possible. Okay, we'll check. Not more than 3 floors were there above B's floor. So maximum we can have 3 floors above B, right? So maximum there can be 3 floors, not more than 3. So either there is 0 floor, but 0 floor is not a possibility because at least one though we have, right? We have at least one floor that is having 18 persons, 8 persons in here. So at least one has to be there. Maximum there can be 3 floors. That means if B is 15, so 16, 17, 18. So we know that 18 is the maximum that we can have. We cannot have a 19th floor in here, right? That won't be possible. Not more than 3 floors are there above the B's floor. The maximum number of persons lived on the floor that was second from the top. Okay, so that means the number of persons, that is the number of floor which is having the maximum number of persons should be the one which is second from the top. So let's say if B's floor is second from the top, that is 16th floor is the topmost floor, that means B should have the maximum number of persons living on this floor, right? Similarly, there can be another possibility that we have 17 in here and 16th floor has 8 persons and 8 persons is the maximum value. That is also a possibility. Or let's say if we take 18th floor, that is total 18 floors are there, then 16th floor is the one, 17th floor hai agar, then your B has to be the one with the highest one. So you can see we have 2 possibilities, so we will check that later. Okay. Now the maximum number of persons on a floor is less than 18 but more than 15. That means the number of persons can be 16 or 17 because it has to be more than 15 but less than 18. So that means 18 and 15 should not be considered. So the values in between are 16 or 17. Now you can see that 16th or 17th, if you have, let's say, 16 as the number of persons which is maximum, then that should have been on the floor number 16 because floor number has to be a perfect multiple of number of floors, but that is not a possibility, hai na? So that means we cannot have 16 here. So 16th cannot be here. 16th cannot be on 17th floor or 18th floor also. B cannot have 16 persons on his floor because B is on 15th floor here. So 16 number of persons can either be on floor number 16 or only on floor number 16 itself, right? Because it has to be a multiple. So you can see that the only possibility is 16th floor, but that is already taken by 8 persons here. That means we have to consider 17 persons in here. Now if 17 persons is the maximum value, that means it should be on the 17th floor because the floor number has to be a perfect multiple of the number of persons living in here. So your 17 persons will be there on 17th floor. And we know that this is the floor which is second from the top. That means we have 18 floors in total here. Okay. So this is the situation that we have. So 17th floor has 17 persons, which is the maximum any floor has. And it is second from the top. That is why we have 18 floors in total here. Okay. And you can see that we have 3 floors above B. So that is also done. Okay. Only 3 persons live below F's floor. So we should have only 3 persons below F. Now let's understand where should we place your F. Let's say if we place your F on floor number 2. So you will have only one floor below him, that is floor number 1. Now floor number 1 can have only one person. Why? Because you can see that the floor number has to be a multiple of the number of persons. So you cannot have more than one person here. So we know that this has to be one person here. Similarly, let's say if we have floor number 2, right? So that means we should have here, that is the multiple has to be either 2 or 1, because 2 is a multiple of 2 as well as 1. But it is given that each of the floor was taken by one or more than one person. The information, and it is given all floors except floor 1 has more than one persons in it. Okay, so that means floor number 2 or any other floor should not have one person. There is only one floor with one person, that is your floor number 1. That means floor number 2 should have 2 persons here. Now if we have 2 persons here and 1 persons here, that means this is a total of 3 persons. And you can see it is given that 3 persons are living below F's floor, right? So there are 3 persons, only 3 persons live below F's floor. That means F has to be here. Okay, so this will be your F, and you can see total 3 persons are living below F's floor here in total. Okay, then 4 floors are there between B's floor and 10 persons. Now 10 persons again, we know that the floor number has to be a multiple of 10. Now that means you can see 10 persons can be here, right? Because floor number 10 is a multiple of 10. Any other possibility? No, because floor number should be a multiple of the number of persons. So you can see we do not have a 20 or 30 in here. So the only possibility will be 10 persons in here. Hai na? So now 4 floors are there between B and 10. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. That is anyways true here. Okay, that is done. Okay. After that, D lived immediately below the floor with 11 persons. So 11 persons के लिए कौन सा floor number होना चाहिए? 11 is a prime number. We know that only possibility here will be 11, right? Because the floor number has to be a multiple of the number of persons. So 11 का factor क्या हो सकता है? The only factor is 11 or 1, but 1 is not a possibility. That means this should be your 11 persons in here, right? And D lived immediately below the 11 persons. That means D has to be here. This will be your D. Now what is remaining? Only one floor is there between D and E. E's floor has 8 persons. So we know that there has to be only one floor between D and E. So you can see E can be here on floor number 12 or E can be here on floor number 8, because D is there on floor number 10, and there should be one floor between your D and E. Also E should have 4 persons in it. So you can see E on floor number 12 with 4 persons. That's a possibility because 12 is a multiple of 4. Similarly, 8 is also a multiple of 4. So both the things are possible. Okay. Now what is given? There are 2 floors between E's floor and 5 persons. So E's floor and 5 persons should be at a gap of 2. So in this case, let's say if you place your E4 here. Okay, let's say if you place your E4 here. So we have 2 floors between your E and 5 persons, right? That means you will have your 1, 2, 5 in here, right? This should be 5. Because below if you take 5, then 9th will be the one with 5 persons. That is not a possibility because 9 is not a multiple of 5 here. Okay. Now what is given? We know that this is there. B's floor had more persons than on D's floor. So here you can see B's floor should be greater than D's floor here. But this is not valid. And B is having 5 persons in here, which is becoming invalid. That means you can see that this case where we consider that E is here will not be the valid one. So E should not be here with 4 persons, and this person should not be the one with 5 persons in his floor here. Okay. So that means E should go below D. So you can see 1, 2, E will be here, right, with on floor number 8. So 11 and E are at a gap of 2 floors, right? It was given here. Only one floor is there between D and E, and E's floor has 4 persons in it. So you can see 4 will be here. Okay. Now we should have a gap of 2 between E and the one with 5 persons. So you can see 1, 2 above, not possible. 1, 2 here, that is 5 persons here will be possible. You can see 5th floor with 5 persons, absolutely 5 is a multiple of 5. That's fine. And now, so this is absolutely okay. Now what is remaining? Let's check. So we know that B's floor should have more persons as compared to D's floor here. Now B is on floor number 15. So 15 के factors we should have, right? So what are the factors of 15 here? We know that factor is a 15 is a factor itself. Similarly, we have 5, we have 3, we have 1. 1 is not a possibility because it is already given that only one of the floors has one person's. 5 and 3 are less than that in D's floor because D's floor is 10. So the only possibility will be 15 persons in here. So you can see D has 15 persons on his floor. Okay, done. Okay. आगे चलते, let's see what else is remaining here. So this is all done till here. There are two floors between A and E. A's floor has less than 10 persons in it. So we have A and E at a gap of 2 persons, right? So you can see here 1 2 because E is already there on 8th floor, right? So A at 11th floor, not a possibility because there are 11 persons in here, and A's floor should have less than 10 persons. So you can see 1 2, A will be this person with 5 persons here, right? So A's floor will be floor number 5. Okay. After that, number of floors below A, you can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 floors below A was equal to the number of floors above C. That means 1, 2, 3, 4. This should be your C here. Okay. So this will be the final arrangement that you should be getting. So the total number of persons in this building can be calculated? No, we cannot calculate because there are a lot of possibilities for floor number 18, floor number 12, right? The ones that are prime value, we know that it should be the exact value, like let's say 13th floor, so there should be 13 persons in there. Similarly, 7th floor should have 7 persons, third floor should have 3 persons, right? Because factor of prime is 1 and the prime number itself. 1 is not a possibility, we have already seen that, so that means the prime number itself will be the number of persons in here. But for other number, the composite numbers like 18th is there or 12th is there or 6th is there or 4th is there, for these possibilities there are a lot of other things also which are possible. Like for 18 the possibilities will be 2, 3, 6, 9, right? So 18 itself 18 nahi hoga because 17 has to be the maximum value. So you can see a lot of possibilities are there, hai na? So this will be the final arrangement that you will be getting with 18 number of floors in here, right? So you can determine the number of floors, but not the total number of persons living in here. Okay. I hope this is clear, everybody. Okay. In case you have any doubts, you can mention it in the comment section now, right? In the chat, you can let me know. Is it clear? So if it is clear, please write down CC. Crystal clear, likh dijiye, please. Okay. So if you have any doubts, you can mention it. I'll try to be there because I'll be in train tomorrow at this particular time. So don't worry, but I'll be trying to be there live in the chat section so that if you have any doubts, I'll solve it then and there. Okay. So let me know if you have any doubts here. Else you can just write crystal clear. Chalo, we'll quickly go to the next question. Next question on your screen. Let me remove myself from the screen here. Let's check. Chalo. Try this out. Let me remove myself. A very nice question here. This type of question was there in your SBI PO mains. ठीक है? ये आपका SBI PO mains में आ चुका है एक बार. Just check it out, guys. Right? Go through this. Let's see. I hope we are able to understand this particular question, guys. Just go through this once. Okay, we'll try this in a while. Okay, just go through this one more minute and then we'll start discussing that how to go about this particular question. Okay. Chalo, let's try this out. Okay, let's see that how this particular question can be done. Let me come back on the screen and let's see what is the meaning of this particular question, right? So dekhte hai, let's see what is given. So you can see an almirah is having 5 drawers in here which are numbered 1 to 5 and these are differently colored, right? So there is one variable which is the color. Also each of the drawers has certain pullovers and some blazers, right? So there are certain pullovers and blazers kept in each of the drawers and the number of these vary from 1 to 5. That means some drawer will have one pullover, other will have two pullovers, three pullovers, four pullovers and five pullovers. And similarly for blazers also, you have to utilize the values 1 to 5. Okay, no two drawers had the same number of same type of garment. That means let's say if one of them has one pullover, another should not have one pullover. It should have two or three or four or five, right? So one number for one type of garment should be used only once. Every drawer had at least one garment of each type. That means zero garments, zero blazers, it's not a possibility. Similarly, zero pullovers is also not a possibility. Then it is given the space occupied by one blazer is 9 centimeter and that of one pullover is 7 centimeter. So let's say there is a particular, let's say this is a one of the shells, right? So there is a drawer here and let's say there are three pullovers here and we have let's say four this one that is your what blazers, right? So there are three pullovers and four blazers. So what should be the length of this particular this drawer in here? It will be equal to the total sum of the length. Like one pullover is how much? 7 centimeter. So three pullovers will be 21 centimeter. 3 into 7. Similarly, one blazer is how much? 9 centimeter. So 4 will be 9 fours are 36. That means you can see the total has to be how much? 57 centimeter. So this kind of a particular drawer will be of 57 centimeter. Okay, I hope this is clear, everybody. Also, it is given that the drawers are filled to its maximum capacity. So whatever is the total length, that is the total of the two things kept in there. Okay. Also assume directions as per your left and right. So normal north facing directions should be taken here. Okay. So let's consider what is given here. The blue drawer was third to the left of the silver drawer, which was not at the extreme end. So let's write it down. Let's say this is your blue drawer. Okay. So blue drawer is third to the left. 1, 2, 3. Third to the left of silver. Okay. This is silver. And silver is not at the extreme end. That means there should be at least one towards the right of silver. And you can see that we have only 5 drawers in here. Remember, there is only number 5, 1 to 5, right? So you can see we are already having the 5 drawers in here. So this is your drawer number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, right? So the blue drawer is third to the left of silver drawer, which is not at the extreme end, will be drawn like this. Now silver drawer is at a gap of 1 drawer from the drawer with 4 pullovers. So that means this one has 4 pullovers here. Okay, this second will have 4 pullovers. Okay, उसके बाद देखते हैं what else is given here. So this is done, this is done. Okay, pink drawer is 23 centimeter. Now we know pink has to be how much? 23 centimeter. Now what are the possibilities here? We know one blazer is how much? 9 centimeter and one pullover is how much? 7 centimeter. Two blazers will be 18, two pullovers will be 14. Similarly, 3 will be 27, 4 will be how much? 9 threes are 27. 9 fours are 36, 9 fives are 45, right? Similarly with 14 also, you can see this should be 21, this should be 28, and this should be 35, right? These are the possible values in here. Okay, I hope this is clear, everybody. So what are the possibilities to have a sum of 23? Like, let's say if we take the number of blazers and pullover, you can see 9 plus 14, isn't it? This is what? 9 plus 14. So that means we have one blazer plus two pullovers. That is a possibility. 18 के साथ we do not have a 5. 27 is anyways greater. So you can see the only possibility for pink will be that pink has one blazer and two pullovers in here, such that the total length is 23 centimeter. Okay. So 23 centimeters, and was neighboring the drawer with four blazers. So you can see it should be a neighbor of four blazers here. Okay. So you can see, let's say if we take your pink here. Okay. If we take your pink here, you can see the four blazers will be the silver one, or it can be the second one. Similarly, if we take pink here, then silver one will be the one with four blazers. Okay. Either of the two possibilities is there. Okay. After that, let's see what is given. The drawer with one blazer was second to the left of drawer with five pullovers. Okay, so one blazer. You can see this is your one blazer. Pink is the one with one blazer. Now it has to be second to the left of five pullovers. That means you can see that this one cannot be pink, because pink has to be second to the left of something. That means the only possibility will be pink here. Okay, so this is going to be your pink with one blazer plus two pullovers. Okay, it is a neighbor of how much? It is a neighbor of four blazers. Now, four blazers can be the silver one also, can be the second one also, right? Either of the two possibilities. And it is given that the pullover, the drawer with one blazer is second to the left of the drawer with five pullovers. That means we have five pullovers in here. Okay, this should be your five pullovers. So, one blazer is second to the left of five pullovers will be like this. Okay. After that, pullover in the red drawer is equal to the blazers in silver drawer. Okay. So pullover in the red drawer. So that means red pullover. Okay. The number of pullovers in the red drawer is equal to number of blazers in the silver drawer. This is given here. Okay. Silver may blazers. Okay. Now let's say if we take your blazers here, like let's say if we take four blazers in here, that is silver has four blazers, because pink should be a neighbor of silver here, right? So that means red should be the one that is second, because that has four pullovers. That's absolutely okay. Okay, that's a possibility. So we will check that out later. So there is a possibility the silver has four blazers in here. Okay, we'll check that after a while. Number of blazers in the blue drawer was equal to number of pullovers in the green drawer. Okay, so what is given here? Number of blazers in blue. Okay, blue may blazers. This is equal to number of pullovers in the green. Okay, green pullovers के equal है. Right now we do not know how many do we have in blue, right? How many do we have in green? That we do not know. So either of the two things we do not know. ठीक है, आगे चलते हैं. Let's see. The green was not neighboring blue. So green is not neighboring blue. That means green should be here. Okay. And now we know that green pullover, how much pullovers are there in green? We have five pullovers in here. That means blue should have five blazers. So you can see blue will have five blazers in here. So this will be 5B plus. We do not know the number of pullovers, but the number of blazers has to be 5 in blue. Okay. After that, let's see what is remaining. Number of blazers in the red. Okay, so that means red blazers is equal to number of pullovers in blue. So blue pullovers. Okay, that is the situation. That is number of red blazers is equal to number of pullovers in the blue drawer here. Okay, so what are the possibilities for here? Let's check, right? For blue, let's say blazers. What are the values that are remaining for blazers here? You can see we have utilized one blazer here. We have utilized five blazers here, right? Sorry, 1 and 5 are already utilized. That means we are remaining with 2, 3 and 4. Similarly for pullovers, okay, let's talk about pullovers here. Pullovers में क्या क्या बचा है? You can see we have 2 pullovers here, 5 pullovers here, 4 pullovers here. That means we are left with 3 pullovers and 1 pullover, right? So 3 and 1 is remaining for pullovers here. Okay. So now it is known that blue and this one, that is red. Okay, red has to be placed because the only thing that is remaining is red here. Okay, so what should be the number of blazers in silver? We know that number of red pullovers is equal to number of blazers in silver. So you can see that we have 4 pullovers in here. That means silver should have 4 blazers. So you can see silver has 4 blazers here. Okay, that is done now. So now you can see that we have blazers may we already have taken your 4. Okay, so this is also taken away. So pullovers may remaining are 1 and 3, blazers may remaining are 2 and 3. Okay, now we know that the red blazers, that is red blazers, has to be equal to blue pullovers. Now what should be the value here? That means something which can be common between them. That is, you can see the number of blazers in red should be equal to number of pullovers in blue. Let's say if we take one pullover in red, right? Let's say, sorry, one blazer in red. That is not possible because pink is already having one B. Let's say if we take two blazers in red. Okay, let's say we take two blazers in red. That means we should have two pullovers in blue, but that's not possible because two pullovers is already there in pink. Three pullovers, let's say if we take three pullovers in red, three blazers, sorry, if we take three blazers in red, we should have three pullovers in blue. And that is the only possibility because we have already seen the remaining values were 1 and 3 for pullovers and 2 and 3 for blazers. The only thing that is common here is 3. That means we should have 3 blazers here, and we should have how many blazers pullovers here? We should have 3 pullovers here. Okay, so you can see this is the situation now. So now we have taken all the blazers, right? We have one blazer, we have three blazers, we have four blazers, we have five blazers. The only value remaining is your two blazers. So two blazers will be green. For pullovers also, you can see that we are having 3, 2, 3, 4 and 5. That means one is left. So one pullover will be there in the silver one. Okay. So this will be the final value. And if you have to find the length of these things, you can absolutely find it out. Like let's say if we have to find the length of blue here, right? We know that this is 5 blazers. That means we have 45 in here. So blue ka value kitna hoga? It should be 45 plus the number of pullovers, that is 3 pullovers, that is your 21. Okay. So that means we will have 66 in here, right? 5 plus 1 and 4 plus 2. So this is going to be 66 centimeter. So now for your homework, you have to tell me that what is the length of the rest of the 4. We already know pink is how much? Pink is 23 centimeter. Okay, this is your 23 centimeter here. So for rest of the 3, you have to find out and mention in the comment section. Okay, I hope this was clear everybody. A very easy normal question here can be done if you are aware of this particular type of question, right? If you are aware of this particular type of length based arrangement, you can absolutely easily complete it. I hope this was clear everybody. Okay, chalo, we'll quickly go to the next question. Next question on your screen, a very nice question here, a very small question. It looks like a very small question, but it's a very tricky one. Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes, just go through this once. Okay, jaldi se isko try kariye and then we will see that how this particular question is to be done. Okay, just try it out, let's see. Chalo jaldi se try karo guys, let's see how it has to be done. I hope everybody has gone through the question here. Chalo, let's come back on the screen and let's see how this particular question can be done. Okay, this is a very nice question in here. Let's understand this one. Okay, so 8 persons are earning different salaries. Their salaries are in consecutive multiples of 3000. Like for example, right, this is given as an example. If one person is earning 3000, then next has to be 6000, then next will be 9000, then 12,000, and so on. So if this person is 3 here, that is this person is 3k, then the next has to be 6k, then 9k, and so on. Okay, but it is not necessary that P should be having 3k here. P can be earning 12k also. But if the P is 12k, then next will be Q, who should be 15k, and then we will have somebody for not necessarily Q has to be 15k. I mean the next person, whoever is after P, will be the one with 15k. So consecutive multiples of 3000 has to be taken in here. Okay, no two persons are earning the same salary. Now it is given you has to earn rupees 12,000. So this is a fixed information that you is having 12,000 in here, right? That is a fixed information here. R earns 3,000 less than V. Okay. The difference between P and Q is 6,000. The sum of the salaries of R and S is 54,000. So now we know that R plus S has to be how much? 54k. Okay. Now let's take the cases. U is earning 12,000. Okay, let's say if we take the first as 3k, then we have 6k because we have 8 persons in here. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. You can see that's your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 24, right? If we are starting the first person with 3,000, the last person should have 24,000 because these are the consecutive multiples of 3,000 here. Okay. Now, if you take 24,000 here, you can see 24 plus none of these values will ever give you a 54k. That means we cannot take this particular series which is starting from 3 onwards, right? That is not a possibility. So let's remove this. Let's say we take from 6,000. 6,000 means the next one will be 27,000 here. With 27,000 also, if you take the next highest thing, you can see 27 plus 24 will give you a 51, which is still less than 54k. That means 6k is also not a possibility. Let's take the next case. Let's say we take 30,000 here. With 30,000, do we have a possibility? You can see yes. With 30,000, we have 30 and 24. So if you take 9 to 30, right? If you take 9 to 30, then you can see we have a 30,000 plus 24,000. That's a possibility. Similarly, let's say if we start from 12, okay, let's say if we start from 12, so then it will be 12 to 33. That is also a possibility that we can have 12 as the first one and 33 as the last one, because U is earning 12,000. So 12,000 has to be there in the series, right? You cannot start with 15,000. So it has to have your 12,000 in the series. Now last possibility is you take the first one as 12,000 and the last as 33,000. Again, when you have this possibility, that is you have 12 to 33, then the sum of 54, you can see one of them is 33 plus 21, right? First if them is absolutely 20 plus 30 plus 24, that is anyways there. We have another possibility, that is your 33 plus 21, right? Isn't it? I hope this is clear. So you can see we have 3 possibilities in here. That is one possibility when we have 9 to 30 and 2 possibilities when we take your 12 to 33. Okay, I hope this is clear. So we will consider all the 3 cases. Okay, let's try. Let's see what are the possibilities in here. Let's remove all this from here. Okay, so let's make the cases. We have 3 cases in here. First case is 9 to 30. Like let's say this is your 9k. Then we have 12k. Okay, then we have 15k. Then we have 18k. Then we have 21k. Then we have 24k. Then we have 27k. And finally we have a 30k here. Okay, this is the first case. Okay, here we are having one possibility. Similarly, we have another case where we are taking 12k to 33, where we are having 2 possibilities. So let's make that also. Let's say we take 12k here, then we have 15k here, then we have 18k, then we have 21k, similarly 24k, 27k, 30k and 33k. Okay, so in this possibility we have 2 things here. Okay, that is either 30 plus 24 or 33 plus 21. So we will try out all the three cases here. Okay, we have made the table. Now let's see what is given here. We have a fixed information that U is earning 12,000. So U as 12,000, this is a fixed information. Ye to fixed hai. Okay. Now we know that R plus S has to be 54K. Okay, so in the first case, 54K, that means you can see that 31, 30 and 24. That is the only possibility that we have for R and S. Okay, so you can see that this is your RS. Similarly, this is your SR, right? R and S should be 24 and 30. Similarly, in the second case, either it has to be 24 and 30. That is, you take RS here or RS here, right? This is one case. Similarly, you can have 33 and 21, that is RS here and RS here. Okay, so either of the three cases we can have here. Okay, after that, let's see what is given. So R earns 3,000 less than V. So we know R has to be V minus 3K. Okay, so in the first case, let's say if you take your R as 30K, that's not a possibility because R cannot be the maximum value. R has to be something that is V say 3,000 less. Okay, so R cannot be the highest value in here. So you can see R cannot be this person. So R has to be this person here. And R is V minus your 3,000. So you can see that R is 24K here in the first one. That means V should be 27K because 27K minus 3,000 is your 24K. Okay. Similarly, in the second case, let's say if we take your R as 30K, so V has to be 33K. Similarly, if R is 24K, then V will be 27K. That's also a possibility. Okay. So we have another possibility here. Let's draw. Let's say this is your U, this is your R, and this is your S. Okay, let's take one case here. And similarly, we take your S here in this case, and let's say R here in this case, right? So again, we have possibilities. In this case, that is this one here, you can see R cannot be the highest value because it has to be 3,000 less than V. So this will be your S here and this will be your R here. Okay, so these are the three possibilities, still four possibilities actually now. So R is here with 30, that means this V will be 33. R is 21, so V has to be 24. R is 24, so V has to be 27. Okay, so you can see four different cases we are getting now. After that, let's see what else do we have. The difference between P and Q has to be 6,000. Now P and Q, the distance difference has to be 6K. Right now we do not know what is P, what is Q. We do not have that information. We will check that out later. The sum of R and S is 54K, that is already taken care of. Number of persons whose salary is more than S is same as number of persons whose salary is less than Q. We have already placed your S, that means in the first case Q will be here. In the second case we have Q here, 1, 2, 3, Q should be here. In the third case, that is this one, if your S is here, your Q should have been here but U is already here. That means this case is invalid. Ye case invalid ho gaya. Okay. In this case, if one person is there below S, we should have one person above Q also. Hai na? So you can see this is going to be the situation in the three cases. Okay. After that, T earns salary less than P. So T is less than P. Chalo, T has to be a salary lesser than P here. So T cannot be the highest one and P can be the greatest one. P cannot be the lowest one also. Okay. P cannot be lowest because usse kam we have your T. So it is given T earns less than P, W earns more than Q. So W is earning more than Q here. So you can see W can be anything here, right? W has to be greater than this one. So you can see 15K, 18K, 21K, anything is possible. Similarly, in these two cases also W has to be greater than Q. So you can see in the second case W has to be here because W is greater than Q. Q is 21K. So W has to be 27K in there. Hai na? In this case, that is this one here, you can see W has to be greater than Q. So can be 18Q, 21Q, 21K or your 33K. Are these possible, right? So we have a lot of possibilities here. Okay. Let's see, do we have any other information that is remaining? Okay, we'll check it out. So now let's try to place your P minus Q is equal to 6K. We can have P greater and we can have Q also greater. Okay. So let's try the first one. Your Q is 9,000 here. Okay, isn't it? You can see Q is 9,000. So that means P should be what? The difference between Q and P has to be 6K. That means your P should be how much? 15K here. So you can see P and Q will be something like this. In this case, you can see Q is 21K. So P has to be either 21 plus 6, that is 27, which is already taken by W, or 21 minus 6, that is 15k. So this will be your q, right? That is absolutely okay. And the remaining person has to be the one, sorry, this will be your p here. Okay, so this person will be your P here. Okay, we have placed your P. Now we have the only person remaining is your T, right? So T will be here. But it is known that T has to have a salary lesser than P. But here T is coming greater than P here. That means this case is now invalid. So you cannot have this possibility. In this case, that is the fourth case here, you can see Q is 15. So Q minus 6, that is 9k, not a possibility. So Q plus 6 is there, that is your P will be here, right? So P has to be here because the difference between P and Q has to be how much? It has to be 6k. So Q is 15k. So this P will be 21k in here, and T has to be less than P. So T will be here. And now you can place your W also. So W will be here. And anyways, W had to earn more than Q. So you can see W is earning more than Q. So this is absolutely fine, right? This case is absolutely fine. Let's try this one also. Okay, we have your P here. Now your T has to be less than P, isn't it? So here you can see that we cannot place your TQ and you are already there. That means this case is also invalid. So the only valid case will be this one. Are we clear everybody? Please let me know if we have any doubts in here guys. ठीक है, अगर आपको यहाँ तक कोई भी डाउट है इस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन में, if you had faced any issues in here, do let me know in the comment section here. क्या chat में बताइए, are we clear everybody? Please let me know. If it is clear, you can please mention crystal clear, right? So this is a very nice question because we do not know the initial values of the salaries of these people here. We have to find it out. Okay, I hope this was clear everyone. Chalo, we'll go to the next question. Next question on your screen. Let me remove myself from the screen here and let's try it out. Okay, so this is a seating arrangement based question, a very nice question in here. Try this out. Chalo, jaldi se isko try kariye. Let's see. I hope everybody has gone through the particular question here. अच्छा चलो let's understand how this particular question is to be done. ठीक है, इसको try करते हैं. Let's try it together. Okay, let me come back on the screen here. So let's see. Okay, what is given here? The first portion, right? This is very important. The first stanza here is very important. So 8 persons are there who are facing the center. They are seated around a square table. There was one person on every corner and one person on every side. They are born in the same year, but in the months April to November. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Okay. Now it is given they are born on these dates, that is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. The persons born on prime valued dates. Prime valued means that is 3, 5, 7 or 11. These persons were born in the month with even values days, that is 30 days in here. That is April, we have June, we have September and we have November, right? So prime numbers should be with 30 days. And similarly, if somebody is composite valued, like 4 is there, 6 is there, 9 is there, or 10th is there, so those people should be born in the values with 31 days, in the months with 31 days, like you have your May, you have your July, August or October. Okay, chalo, let's try it out. Let's see what is the arrangement here. So we have 8 persons, one person on each of the sides, one of the persons on each of the corners here. Okay, chalo, let's try. Okay, let's see what are the possibilities in here. Okay, chalo, let's start. So Adesh was born on 3rd November and was second to the right of Amrit, who faced Alok. Alok was born in July and was at a gap of 1 from Amrit, who was seated at one of the sides here. So this is a fixed information that Amrit has to be at one of the sides. So let's say Amrit is here, right? Let's say this person is Amrit. Now this person, Alka, is born in July and is at a gap of 1 from Amrit. So that means either can be second to the left of Amrit or second to the right of Amrit. But if you check, it is given that Adesh is 3rd November and is second to the right of Amrit. That means we know that Adesh has to be this person. Okay. And Adesh is born on 3rd November. Okay. This is your 3rd November here. Okay. So Adesh is born on 3rd November, is second to the right of Amrit. And Amrit faced Alok, right? So Amrit is facing Alok. So you can see Alok has to be this person. Okay. This is your Alok here. So Adesh is born on 3rd November, second to the right of Amrit. Amrit who faced Alok. Alka is born in July and at a gap of 1 person from Amrit. So where should we have your Alka? You can see now Alka can only be possibly here. Okay, so this is Alka born in July. Okay, so Alka has to be born in July. Okay, after that let's see what is given. Ajay was born. Ajay was 3rd to the left of the one born in June. The one born in June was neighboring Amit and was born in August, and the one born in August. Amit wasn't born in August here. Okay, so now we know that Ajay has to be 3rd to the left of June. Okay, let's see if we, and also it was given here that the persons born in consecutive months were not neighboring each other. That means June and July should not be a neighbor of each other. So you can see here that we have taken July here. So June should not be these two persons, right? That is the neighboring for July. Okay. So let's say Ajay is 3rd to the left of June. Let's say Alok is June here. So 1, 2, 3. This person Ajay can be here, right? We can have your Ajay here. But it is given that the one born in June, that is, let's say if we have taken Alok here as June, he should be a neighbor of Amit and the one in August. So you can see that's a possibility. Hai na? Let's say if we take your June here. Okay, let's say if we take your June here. So June has to be a neighbor of who? It is given that the one born in June is neighboring Amit and August. You can see already Alok and Adesh are there. So not possible. Similarly, June at this position, again Adesh and Amrit are here neighboring each other, right? So that means again June cannot be here. Similarly, June cannot be this, June cannot be this. So you can see the only possibility for June is this one only, right? So you can see the only possibility for June will be your Alok. Okay? So let's try it out. Let's write. So this is your June here. Okay. So June is this one. The one born in June, Ajay is 3rd to the left of June. So you can see Ajay has to be this person. Okay. This is going to be your Ajay. Ajay is 3rd to the left of June. Okay. The one born in June was neighboring Amit and August. Now August and July consecutive months, so cannot be neighboring each other. So August has to be here. Okay. And this June has to be a neighbor of Amit as well. So that means Amit has to be here, because it is given Amit is not born in August, है ना? So Amit cannot be the one born in August here. So Amit has to be here. Okay. Now Arman is second to the left of May. So Arman should be second to the left of May. You can see we have already placed a lot of people here. You can see Arman can be this person and Ajay can be May. That's a possibility. And Arman can be August, and second to the left of May, that is, you can see again May cannot be here. You can see you cannot have your May here, because if you place your Arman here, right, it is given Arman is second to the left of May. So let's say this is your Arman. So May has to be this person. But May and June, again, you can see these are consecutive. That means this is not a possibility for Arman. Hai na? So you can see the only possibility for Arman will be this one. Hai na? So you can see Arman will be here. Okay? So Arman is this person. And Arman is second to the left of the one who is born in May. So May has to be here. Okay? This is going to be Ajay in May. So you can see we have placed a lot of information right now. Only one of the persons is remaining. Who is that person here? Let's quickly check. ठीक है, देख लेते कौन बचा है. I guess Arun is remaining, है ना? So Arun is the only person remaining. So Arun will be the one born in August. ठीक है, ये आपके persons तो place हो गए. We have placed all the 8 persons in here. Now we need to place the dates, and also we have to place the months in here, which is the most important and the tricky part in here. ठीक है. So we have placed all the 8 persons. अब आगे देखते हैं. So Arman was second to the left of the one born in May. That is done. Alka was not neighboring Arman. So Alka should not be a neighbor of Arman. So that means this case that we have done here is not the right one. मतलब हमने कोई तो एक case miss कर दिया, right? So we have missed a particular case in here. So let's quickly check it out once again. देख लेते हैं क्या miss हो गया. ठीक है, let's try it again. So let's say this is your Amrit here. Amrit was, it was given Amrit who faced Alok. So this was your Alok. Okay, यहाँ तक तो fixed ही था. This was your Adesh. This anyways was fixed. This was 3rd November. ठीक है, ये तो fixed है. And this has to be Alka. Okay, this was also fixed here. Right, all this was fixed from the first line itself. इसमें तो कोई case बनना ही नहीं था. Right, this all was fixed here. So Alka is July. This is all fixed. ठीक है. So now you can see Alka is born in July at a gap of 1 from Amrit, who is seated at one of the sides. That is done. Ajay is third to the left of the one born in June. So now here we will see that whether we have missed out a particular information. And also we know that this Alka should not be a neighbor of Arman, right? Alka was not neighboring Arman. So if Alka is here, you can see Arman has to be the rest of the 2 corners. And if you check, Arman has to be second to the left of the one who is born in May. Okay, so Arman is second to the left of May. So let's see, if we take your Arman here, Arman cannot be a neighbor of Alka. So let's say if we take your Arman here, then May will be this one. If we take your Arman here, then May will be this one. So we have 2 possibilities for Arman and May. ठीक है, उसको check करेंगे. Let's try to place your June. देखते हैं कि June के लिए कोई और possibility है which we have missed here. Okay, let's try. So the one born in June was neighboring Amit and the one born in August. Now June cannot be here and June cannot be here because June and July are consecutive, right? Let's say we have already taken June as Alok. Let's see if we can have June somewhere else. Let's say June is this one. Okay. So June के लिए क्या दे रखा है? June has to be a neighbor of Arman, right? It is given that the one in June was neighboring Amit and August. So this cannot be there because you can see you already have your Alok and Adesh. June cannot be this one because Adesh and Amrit is already there. Similarly, June can be Amrit, right? We have missed that particular possibility here. That is, we can have your June as Amrit. This is also one case that we have missed here. Okay. So we had taken June as Alok. That was one possibility. But in that case, you will be getting Alka and Arman as neighbors, which is not a possibility. Hai na? So the next case that we have missed is this one. That is, we should have your Alka here. Okay. That is your June as Amrit here. Okay. Chalo. So let's write it down. Okay. So this is the case that we are getting for June. अब चलो आगे देख लेते हैं. So now you can see Arman was second to the left of the one born in May, and June के लिए क्या दे रखा था? Ajay is third to the left of June. So if June is this, you can see Ajay has to be this, है ना? This person will be Ajay. So we have found Ajay, we have found Alok, we have found Alka, we have found Adesh, right? These all we have found, and similarly we have found Amrit as well. Okay. Now let's see. Whatever is remaining, we'll quickly place. Now we know that this June has to be neighboring Amit and August. August and July are neighboring each other, that is consecutive months. So you cannot have your August here neighboring Alka because she is in July, right? So that means August should be this one. This will be August here, है ना? So if this is August, that means the other person Amit will be here. This person has to be Amit. Okay. I hope this is clear. So Amit was not born in August. So Amit and this August has to be the neighbor of June here. Okay. So we have placed all this right away. Okay. We have placed all these people. So now two people are remaining. One of them is Arun and another is your this one, that is Arman, right? So Arun and Arman are remaining here. Now, if you know, if you check, we have this one, that is Arman was second to the left of me. So let's say if we take your Arman here, he's second to the left of me. That is a possibility. May can be here. Let's say if we take Arman here, so he's second to the left of me. Again a possibility. So you can see we have a possibility for Arun and Arman here. Okay, we'll check that out. Okay. After that, let's see what else do we have here. Then we have number of persons born before Ajay was equal to the number of persons born after Amit. Now the months you can see here were starting from April onwards. That is April, May, June, July, August, September, October and November. Right? So we have the months like April, May, June, July, August, September, October and November, right? These are the months here. So you can see number of persons born before Ajay is equal to after Amit. Okay. So you can see we can take April and November for Ajay and Amit, right? But you can see that Amit cannot be neither of them can be April, neither of them can be November because November is already there. So you can see November is not a possibility for Ajay and Amit because we are talking about Ajay and Amit here, है ना? So April and November, not a possibility. November is already utilized, right? So we cannot use November and April. Similarly, can we have May and October? You can see May and October is a possibility that is still remaining, right? So we can have May and October here. June and September. You can see June is already taken away by Amrit. So June and September, it's not a possibility. July and August, July is already taken by Alka, so again not possible. So you can see the only possibility here will be May and October. Okay, so May and October will be the case here. So now you can see that we should have one of them as May, and it was given that Arman has to be second to the left of May. So you can see if you take Amit as May, then you will not be able to place your Arman. So that means this person should be May here, है ना? So Ajay has to be May, and that means this Amit has to be October here. And May ke second left mein we have Arman. So Arman will be here, and that is why your Arun will be here. Okay. I hope this is clear, everybody. Now let's see. The one person born on 5th September. So you can see September is there with 5. Okay. So September 5 can be Alok, or you can have Arman as well, right? Because you can see September ke saath we have August and October. So neither of them is neighboring, है ना? So September 5 was facing the one born on 11th. So you can see 11th has to be, 11th is a prime value. So that means it should be along with the number of even values, right? You can see even number of dates. That means you can see that prime has to be with even values, है ना? So you can see prime can be there in April. Okay, if we talk about prime, it should be April, it can be June, it can be September, or it can be November, and rest of them should be composite in here. So it is given the one born in 5th September was facing a 11th person. Now 11th has to be either April, June, September or November. November is already 3rd November, so this is not a possibility. That means either we have 11th April, okay, and that person should be opposite to 5th September. So 11th April. April we have utilized? No, we have not utilized. 11th June. Can we have 11th June? Let's say if we take 11th June here, so 5th September can be Alok. That is a possibility. Okay. 11th September if we take, let's say if we take 11th September, so 11th September can be Alok or Arman. So if we take 11th September as Alok, he cannot be 11th September to ho hi nahi sakta because we have 5th September. So 5th September hai to September is also not a possibility. Either it has to be 11th April or it has to be 11th June. So let's say if we take 11th April for Alok, so he has to be opposite to 5th September, which is not possible. Similarly, Arman with 11th of this one. So again, you can see opposite of that, it's not possible to have 5th September. So that means the only possibility here will be 11th June. Okay. So you will have 11th June here, and if 11th June is here, that means this should be your September 5. Okay. This is your September 5 here. So you can see that we have placed all the months. We are left with only one month. Now, which is that particular month? You can see we are left with April. है ना? So that means April has to be here. This will be Arman in April. Okay. So Arman will be there in April. So we have placed all the months. We have placed all the persons. Now let's see what else is remaining. The one born on 9th face the one born on 4th. So 9 has to be opposite to 4. 9 and 4 both are composite values. That means both should be in a month with 31 days. So you can see we can have Ajay and Arun here. May and August, that's a possibility. Anything else that is possible? No. So you can see either Ajay or August, this Arun has to be your 9 and 4. Now Arun is not 9. So if Arun is not 9, that means this person Ajay should be 9 here. Okay. So that means this person will be 9 and this person will be your 4 here. So this is your 4th August. Okay. Arman and Alka were born on consecutive dates. So you can see what are the dates that we have already taken. We have taken your 3, we have taken your 4, we have taken your 5, we have taken your 9, we have taken your 11. Now you have utilized already how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 dates have been utilized here. What are the dates given here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. So we are left with 6. 6 is remaining, 7 is there, and we are remaining with 10, right? 6, 7 and 10 is remaining. Okay. So now you can see that you have to have Arman and Alka on consecutive dates. So Arman is where? You can see Alka is here and Arman is here. Okay. So either 6 and 7 has to be there. So you can see this person can be 6 or 7. And similarly, this person also can be 6 or 7. That means this Amit has to be the one who is going to be on 10th October. Okay. So this is the possibility that you will be getting. I hope this is clear, everybody. Okay. So this is the one that you will be getting here. Okay. So we are getting Alka and Arman on either 6th or 7th. इसके लिए हमारे पास possibility बन रही है. So if you guys have any doubts, anything at all, do let me know in the comment section. ठीक है. तो यहाँ पर be careful guys. If you miss out even one case, there can be a problem, right? जैसे हमने यहाँ पर एक case miss कर दिया था. So we had to make it again. So please be careful with this type of problem. That is, if you miss out a case, it can be possible that you will have to redo it and again you will take a lot of time here. So be careful to take the cases simultaneously. Okay. So I hope we were clear with this. So these were few questions that we had for today. If you have any doubts, you can absolutely mention it in the comment section, or you can talk to me directly in the Telegram as well. The channel name is Reasoning by Nikita. So chalo, thank you so much guys. I hope you enjoyed today's session. In case you have doubts, feel free to talk to me on Telegram. I'll be happy to help you out with it. So thank you so much guys. I'll see you again with another session. So please take care, stay safe, have a great day. I'll see you soon. Thank you.